Hi, this is Erica with Refine Your Way of Life. I know I have been MIA for a while, but I am back with a video coming from my kitchen, and this one is really a good one. That if you have not subscribed to my page, please subscribe. I'm doing a whole series on my kitchen where everything is DIY, and I think you would really enjoy it. So subscribe to the page so that you can stay up to date with those updates on the kitchen. Thank you. If you have watched some of my home organization videos, then you have seen my kitchen as I've gone through and tried to get the kitchen organized. It is a little bit messy today because I'm prepping to paint the cabinets and trying to get everything moved around. But I have the wood cabinets that are original to the house, and I've been here for several years, and I always say I'm going to update the kitchen, and it just never happens. And so since I've been off work for a while due to COVID, I've had a little bit of extra time on my hands, so this was a great time to tackle this kitchen. I've already started to remove some of the doors of the countertops. I started removing items from the cabinets, and then at a certain point I just stopped because I was running out of places to put things. The second step is to either sand or use a deglosser on the cabinets to remove some of the finishing from it. I chose to do the sanding, which was quite a bit of work, and I did that off camera. This is the sander that I used, and I purchased it from Walmart. If I had to do it all over again, I think I would try the deglosser. Once I sanded the cabinets to the best of my ability, I started to prime them, and I used the Kilz primer. And I set up somewhat of a station in my garage. I think I ended up with 21 cabinet doors and 5 drawers. So it didn't all fit into my little workspace of the garage, but I had a good little system going where I would paint the inside of the doors and then flip the doors over and prime the other side. I also primed the upper and lower cabinets with that same Kilz primer. I don't know if my sanding job was the best, but I did not anticipate having to put so many coats of the primer on the cabinets. I did 2 to 3 coats of just primer on the kitchen cabinets. Like I said before, if I had to do it again, I would use the deglosser. Once I finished priming the cabinets, I started to paint the upper cabinets white with the ultra pure white paint, and I used a flat paint, even though that is not what's recommended for kitchens. But flat paint does hide the imperfections. I'm not an expert painter, and these cabinets are not in the best condition, so I chose to use a flat paint. To make the job go a little bit faster, I just eventually removed my car from the garage so that I would have more space to work. And I was able to start on the lower cabinets, which I painted black, and have them on one side, and then the upper cabinets on the other side. At this point, I had finished priming everything, and I was starting to paint. This was the first time that I had done a project like this one, so I definitely learned a lot. I would say that you have to have good lighting so that you can see when you make mistakes, because I did make some mistakes and I didn't always catch them. So once that paint dries, then you have to go back and sand it and repaint the cabinets. Also, with the sanding, sometimes it's difficult to tell if you have sanded your cabinets enough until you actually start painting. If you don't sand them down enough, then once you start painting, you're going to have that wood color to bleed through, which would cause you to have to put on more coats of paint. I always started by painting the inside of the cabinets first. And just in case I made any mistakes, I felt like the inside of the cabinets did not have to be perfect. And then I moved inside and I painted the upper and lower cabinets. And I've also painted the drawers black. When I removed the hardware, I chose to keep the same hinges, and I spray painted those hinges either black or white. I did number the cabinets along with the hinges, but somewhere along through the process, the numbers just completely went away. I think I painted over the numbers. So I did have to play a little bit of musical chairs or musical cabinets to get them in the correct place. And so I purchased the knobs and the pulls from Amazon, and I will link those in the comments. I chose to go with gold knobs and pulls. Once I painted the cabinets, looking at the countertop and the walls, I knew I had to get rid of that beige paint on the walls. So I did go ahead and paint the walls white, and I also painted an accent wall black, and I'm going to do something really cool with that later, and you'll see that in the next video.